So, we are back in the city. And I decided to take this moment to do a side quest that I've been told is really important and okay. And it's corn. It's corn! I'll tell you all about it. Okay, I unironically love that music mix of the meme. It's really good. Okay. Let's get curious about some corn! It seems almost alive. Okay, buddy. Alright, little guy. That's the sound of corn, I've decided. The rustling of this corn sounds not unlike a dejected sigh, and you could swear it is looking out at the ocean. Oh god, it actually talks. What does corn sound like? What does corn sound like? Oh, woe is me. Oh, you all right? You can see me? Oh, blessed be! For countless ages have I watched over these lands. When man first tilled her soil, I was there. When they partook of her bounty, I was there. A silent guardian of the harvest, my presence unmistakable. Yet, the passage of time would bring change to the people. They began to forget the old ways, forget me. I traveled the lands hither and yon, yet no matter where I went, I remained unseen and unheard. I feared before long I might shuck this nigh immortal cob. Yet here at last, I have found a kindly soul able and willing to lend me an ear. But will she lend me a hand as well, I wonder? I wish to help the people of Tuliyollal, fill their hearts and bellies both, as their hunger invite terrible misfortune. All that are born into this world are deserving of happiness. Would you not agree? So let them eat, I say. Eat corn and be merry. Alas, I cannot reach them in my diminished state, but you can. And so I shall bequeath unto you the most delectable corn dishes, which are then to be distributed to the masses. What say you? Give me that corn. Such selflessness, such compassion. How long has it been since last I met a soul so grossly incandescent? I am but a humble stalk basking in the warmth of your generous heart. Well, my friend, let us be off. The curious corn spirit has elected to be referred to as the corn servant. Like the dawn servant. Speak with him again when you are ready to spread corn and happiness to the masses. Corn is happiness. It is juicy, it is sweet, it is delicious. Okay? This is important business. Shh. Goodness, how long has it been since last man has partaken of my corn? I can hardly wait. The hungry bellies of Tuliyollal cry out for satiation. Let us sally forth. The corn servant is now following you. You can leave the corn servant behind. Why would I ever? Why would I ever leave the corn servant behind? I wouldn't. That's the answer. Let's go give some corn to the children of this city. The real question is, how are we gonna serve this corn? Like, are we going like street corn, where you're like, what is it, mayo and parmesan and some like spices? Are we just like full on corn on the cobbing it? Are we pounding the corn into something else? Oh, what am I to do now? I'm like to starve at this rate. His belly, it speaks to me. I bid you offer him this grilled corn, seared to perfection with the hope that yet burns in my corny bosom. What a coincidence, that's what I call mine too. I'm so sorry. I can't handle this quest, I don't think. Is that grilled corn? For me? That's awful kind of you. I'm new to Tuliyollal, and it's been pretty hard. Harder since I lost my job. I've been so hungry lately I can barely think straight. But the smell of this corn with its smoky, sweet aroma has brightened my day. I can hardly wait to eat it. Feels like maybe my luck is starting to turn around. Thank you, miss. I won't forget this. Enjoy your corn. Have fun. Speak with the corn servant. This is hardly the time for a chatter, my friend. We have bellies to fill. Okay. I really like that the corn servant just trundles around. I mean, this is a minion. We've seen it previewed as a minion, right? So after you do this, you must get the corn servant. Oh my gosh, now I feel like I need to make a whole character that canonically communes with the corn servant. Oh, perhaps I'll simply skip dinner today. A belly and heart both in dire need of nourishment. Here, take of my cob. Let its earthy scent and savory flavors offer her comfort. Grilled corn. Oh, my husband loved grilled corn. Life simply isn't the same without him. One moment I think I'm fine, then suddenly I find myself brought to tears. Even eating has been a struggle, but I know he wouldn't want me to mourn him. Oh, thank you for this. I'll try to do better for his sake and mine. That's tough. That's rough. Sorry about your husband, ma'am. Okay, corn servant. We gotta go across the way. Just like a little corn buddy. Just a little buddy. This has to be based in something, right? Some kind of spirit of the harvest or something. Something. I'm so hungry, but I have no money. May the gods forgive me for what I'm about to do. Do you hear that, friend? Rustle, rustle, rustle. His belly weeps from hunger. Pray, offer him this corn. Let its smoky sweetness give him comfort and deliver him from foul temptation. Is this grilled corn for me? Truly, my stomach has been in knots for days. Thank you. It shames me to admit it, but I tried my hand at gambling and lost everything. I was so desperate for food, I was tempted to do terrible, terrible things. This corn has filled my aching stomach and helped to clear my head. Oh, what a fool I've been. It's time I start over and get my life together. rumbling of bellies in need has ceased. Come, let us find a quiet place to speak. Nope, that's our main quest. Where is it? Oh, I see, like over here. Okay, quiet place, quiet place. All right, corn servant. Let's chat. For glad am I to have helped the people of Tuliyollal. Indeed, my kernels swelled with joy at the sight of their happy and content faces. And you, friend, your kindness cannot go unrewarded. Meet me at the gate over yonder, and I will see you duly compensated for your trouble. Hold on a second. We'll finish this little conversation here. Now, am I right in thinking that I've received the bat signal, the cat signal, if you will, and that one Dr. Griswoldicus might have some fun corn facts for us?
Yes, that is correct.
Do you have some corn facts? Because corn is the best. It's amazing. One might say corn is delicious. It's everything, honestly. It's corn.
The Mexican people, culturally, historically, and probably just in general, would agree with you. Corn is an immensely important staple to Mexican society and the cultures around it, because you can trace it back roughly 4,000 years, maybe then some, to some creation stories featured in Mayan and Aztec, cultures and, legends. How very often times it would be corn saving people from starving to death, just generally existing and the like. And it was the first plant to be domesticated in Mexico, so it symbolizes the creation of humanity. It also has spiritual significance. For example, the Tzotzil, they're Mayans. Okay, they believe corn is alive and has a soul all on its own,
like
which,
this,
could lend itself to our little man here.
Our little corn buddy, servant. Our corn servant.
In Spanish, it's known as maíz. And aside from textiles, milpa farming is one of the big, huge players in Mexican culture and commerce.
I love it. That's so cool. Thank you for this delightful corn fact, proving even more so that corn is the best.
You are so welcome. Enjoy your corn.
Thanks, I will. You should enjoy some too. You know what? Chris is gone. Chris is like, yeah, sure. All right, bye, Rook.
I will enjoy my corn. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Okay. What a wonderful corn... Hold on. What a wonderful kernel. What a wonderful kernel of knowledge we've had shared with us today.
Help me.
Ah, shucks, Grizz. I'm so glad. Please help. I'm so glad that we could share this knowledge together. All right. Now that we have murdered Grizz twice in rapid succession between the giant bee and my terrible sense of humor, let's continue on and go seek out our next corn. Oh, it's this way. You're going the right way. I'm bad at remembering how to go to places good. I'm coming. All right, up we go. Corn servant, what knowledge do you have for us? Tell me more.
There you are.
I hope our little excursion was as fulfilling for you as it was for me. It was a terrible thing to be hungry. Unattended bellies are quick to fill themselves with pain and anguish, feelings that will lead the heart astray. Thanks to you, my corn has sated the hunger that would otherwise invite misery to this place. From the bottom of my cob, I thank you. Pray, take of my corn. May these kernels keep your belly full and spirits lifted. Now I really must be going. While the people of Tuliyollal may be content, there are other hungry souls out there in need of nourishment. Until we meet again.
He just straight up just gives you some corn. Turali corn. Oh no, I kind of love the corn. Ah, jeez. I'm assuming that this must be a quest line that, like, follows through the different zones if you've done it, right? It has to. And at the end, you get the corn servant? That's gotta be a thing. Okay, well, we will find out. We will discover. It looks like he was on his way to Kozamauka, so maybe... Well, Urkopacha also goes out this way. I guess we'll find out. But first, we'll have to continue our MSQ. So, let us be about that. What does Aaronville have to say? Golden alpaca. Alone, I may have tried to track the beast myself. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Kozamauka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hanu friend has to say. Come on, Arden. Let's see what's waiting for us in the next village. I've been quite content waiting here, dining on the third promises coin, but it seems you're ready to ask your questions now. So, what is it you'd like to know? The route to Okanu. We go south through the Arch of the Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozamauka River, right? It is. Oh, be warned, however. My brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart, and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing. Thank you. Well, now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozamauka, we should head over the arch. Yes, let us go. This way. I wonder what this area is going to look like. I'm guessing it must be the zone, because they mentioned the river and stuff, so it must be the zone that has, like, the, maybe the waterfalls coming off of that, like, hanging ledge with the sort of jungle underneath it. The kind of, sort of swampy. I'm sure there's actually a better term for it, but... I want to see that place because it's going to look so good with the graphical update. Through this gate and we'll be on our way to Kozamauka. The Hanhanu are a friendly folk who should welcome us with open arms. Assuming they're not too preoccupied with recent troubles, that is. I swear that gate gets bigger every time I see it. Considering the size of Galul Jar Jar, though, I suppose it's better than having it be too small. I should have liked to observe the festival, but the Hanu are probably not in the mood to celebrate. Are we all ready to leave? Then onward to Kozamauka! Open the way! Here we go! Another zone, another zone, another zone, another zone to go to. See cool stuff in Dawntrail. Oh, it's peaceful here.
Kozamauka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail.
Pretty.
The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below.
Wetlands, maybe, is the better.
To its relentless flow, all life must yield.
I like how much of a role, like,
Together
water
with
is playing this
Wuklamat, he
expansion.
proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Pretty. Ooh, I wonder what the inspiration for some of the architectural stuff in here is. For a second, I almost wanted to say, like, Balinese, but I don't know. It's really pretty, though. Did you see all the little tiny flowers in the grass? Look at that grass!
Look at those falls.
And the falls!
Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tuliyollal does not want for natural wonders.
She's so proud of her lands.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Is she gonna immediately step in a bog? Wetlands is an apt name. Much of the ground here is positively saturated. I'd love to stand at the bottom of those huge waterfalls and bask in the majesty of it all. Pity they're so far away. Okay, it's just those. There is no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Erenville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Oh! Do you see them? Wallons? Are they hairy Kubus? What are they? They're kind of like trolls. Whoa, they have so many teeth. Wow, no. That's fine. This is fine. Oh, they're cute. I like their little antlers, like their little horns, their little fuzzy bodies. Do they have a tail? They have a tail. Like their little feet. Oh, they have like little... I can't think of the exact name for that type of animal feet. It's like a... Is it a cloven hoof? Where it's split? But it almost looked like, more so like the consistency... Not consistency, that sounds like a weird word. Like padded, like an elephant foot kind of thing. But with the two little prongs, the little finkies also have that too. Oh, they're good. I love them. I want one. Is this a mount? Can I get it?
I have to say I'm weirdly fond of all the variations. Like, I have the troll mount, which was so kindly gifted to me by Steven on stream for my birthday. The troll's so cute! I love them, and I think that these are really great. This kind of iteration upon them in these lands. They're also sort of like the ones that you get from, there's like the fiery one and the super gay one that you get in these sort of exploratory content zones, right? The like lockboxes and stuff like that.
Assuming we have the right idea, one of the Dawn 7's electors should be here somewhere. So this is a Hanhanu village. One can tell at a glance how very different their culture is to the Vanu's. The water from the falls must flood the wetlands and flow into all these streams and rivers. Ow! Stupid, distracting waterfalls!
Are they like really loud to her or something?
Ah, everyone has arrived, and none the worse for their wear. Except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanhanu village I was telling you about. Okanu.
Level up!
Level 91. I agreed to serve as a guide, not a nursemaid.
Yay, we're both 91!
The water from the falls must flood the wetlands.
That's the same dialogue. Alright, woke. Oh, beautiful!
It's like our friend said. The people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find this elector.
They have their own, like, greeting dance or something?
Oh, hold on. Ohokali. Oho. What now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zanuhali, welcome you to Okanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. I'm ready! Give me the feat and test my worth! All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village.
Maybe this is more like Pacific Islander kind of inspired in this through this area. I wonder.
Right then. It helped do some investigating at Wanchumpelo, so let's take a look around here as well. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Aaronville, Alisay, and Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Wuklamot, Arden, and myself will handle this northern half.
So they kind of like shift the little ensemble you're with between either.
Sounds good to me!
Again, so much good architecture! I really like the almost compact thatched roofing. I wonder if it's, like, it must be with some form of straw, right? But it's so densely packed. Oh, big fruits! Beautiful birds! All of the, like, woven rugs and stuff also really good. And it's so colorful. Oh, I love it! I didn't realize you were there! Oh, okay.
Welcome, welcome! I'm glad to say that the damage from the storm has been repaired, and our stores are open for business. If you have any bicolored gemstones for trade, I'd love to look.
Okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, we don't need any mending right now. There's a vantage point. Huh. And look, Lamont's down there. Okay. Talk to everyone. I want to talk to everybody.
This is even worse than I expected.
It doesn't seem like... Oh, I guess that... Okay, that one is broken. That one is broken. To be fair, that one is.
Watch your head, friend. The storm went at our thatching like a whirling in a Berka stable. Until we get it relayed, the slightest breeze is wont to summon a rain of reeds.
Ah, they're reed roofs. Woven out of like dense wheat. My gosh. I've been talking a lot today. Bear with me as my ability to speak or read slowly drifts away from me. They are reeds woven densely. That's cool.
Oh, you heard about the storm. I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and the help the Dawn servants sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there's so much else that was lost for good. Oh.
Sorry, buddies. Vantage point. Sadness music. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. Okay. We talked to Hanhanu. All of the maps just make me smile. I just can't help but smile.
Word of advice, my friend. A lot of animals around these parts are rainbow-hued, and many's the traveler that stops to gawk at all the pretty colors. You know what bright colors mean in nature? Death.
Or new friends waiting to be made. New snuggle buddies. I don't know, I'm pretty sure. You know, the Pride Parade in Chicago was just this weekend and I went, maybe it's just the good times are continuing on. Pride is year-round after all, so. It feels like the end of an era for Gulur Jaja to be stepping down from the throne. No, it is the end of an era. But his retirement is both long-awaited and well-deserved. Perhaps he will spend some time of it. Perhaps he will spend some of it here in Okano. Oh, if he did, he would be very welcome. Yeah, what's he gonna do when he retires? I still feel like there's something more going on with his other head that's not just that he is like, you know, oh, so old and tired. Like, maybe something else is happening there. He could be like sick and dying, and that's why he called this contest. Look at that boat! I love it. It reminds me a bit of the old Egyptian reed boats. I wonder how much further that like style of boating spread, or like what other regions have similar kind of traditions that might like also create vessels that way. We pray for the wind's blessing, then she goes and carries off half our reed stores. Who that it would guide them back to us as well, but no. That's a job for oh so faithful servants. But I like the bird head on the front. It's really good. Its little tail in the back. The storm came through like a band of brigands, seeking to browbeat us into submission. Not only did it make a show of its strength by tossing heavy crates and furniture as if they were a fledgling's playthings, oh, it proved its savagery by trying to pluck out our feathers too. Can you imagine if you just came across like one of these beautiful friends, the Hanhanu like upstairs, who had been fully plucked? Just nude, like a raw store-bought chicken. I kind of wish we could see it. It is always wise to prepare for a rainy day, as the most recent one made crystal clear. We used most of our boards in repairing the damage. Now I must cut and plane more to prepare for the next. I mean, the place is looking pretty good for having just been viciously wrecked by a storm, but clearly they've been hard at work, so. Food is the fuel that keeps the fire inside us burning bright, and I, the tender to that eternal flame, who keeps it fed with big-some meals. Thanks, Lonohali. Appreciate everything you do. Important business, important task. Making food is a big deal. It is the basis for how we live and exist. Okay, let's go to the next main quest. Now that we've got a little bit of lore and talk to people. Interesting boards, I wonder. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. Alright. So probably go check in with others and see what they have to say, or if they figured anything out, or if we overhear anything more. Oh, they're fishing! Bundled reeds. The dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. Yeah, you do have to, like, do a fair amount, at least from some of the stuff that I've seen with other kinds of reed drying and things. It takes a lot of stages to, like, get the reeds to the point where they're completely dry, they're not going to rot or anything like that, right? And then you can use them for things. And, you know, they're, to keep them still, though, what's what I'm looking for? Bendy enough or limber enough to be able to actually use them without them just, like, snapping or... Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu, then. Lake Pearl. Hello? Can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way! We ought to hurry over too. Yes, what is the challenge here going to be? I mean, I assume it has something to do with the festival, unless they just need help with reconstructing, but I'm sure this is going to reflect something about their values and their people and... Oh yes, there's the other brother.
No sign of Zorolja, or that oversized lout.
how much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
No. You know, if either one of them ended up on the
Honored
throne,
guests,
it'd probably still be okay.
I am Zanuhali, elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne.
She's so good.
Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Lovely.
Not so fast.
Beautiful bird.
Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh, it's Mr. Stinky
Ugh,
Man.
You made it after all.
Right, so not talking about their brother, talking about this guy. This guy.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu,
Isn't
where
this
my
music
people forged a
the-
bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuliyollal
It's like
saga.
an iteration of the Vanu Vanu theme, isn't it? That bit of the bah, bah, bah is definitely from Sea of Clouds.
In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
So each of the actual names of the tablets, right? The chapter of gold, the tablet of gold. So they're drawing the names for these like competitions from those, I think.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing.
Oh no. Not my beautiful
How
birds.
fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
This isn't good. This definitely plays into Kona's wheelhouse here.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
But Wuklavat is like so willing to
Why
help and
bother
do whatever she
mucking about in
can.
the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, but cool, Jaja. That is not, in fact, but cool. That is but not cool, in fact.
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts.
Sanuhali, you tell him off.
Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace.
Oh,
If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
She's like, try me, I dare you.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone.
She's like, great, thanks so much
The
for
feat of reeds
just
is begun.
drawing this out
Claimants,
and distracting all
I
of
wish you
us.
the best of luck.
Koda's like, I'm gonna go test the soil. I'm gonna set up some, ethereal monitors. I'm gonna...
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
Little Miss Mittens, get out of here!
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
She is number one to me.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you.
Oh, sucks to suck because you all are underestimating her and she's gonna pull some stuff off while you don't even
These
look her
allies
way.
of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Yeah, I'll give you the stink eye. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
You show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
That's right, good. Arden's like, maybe I could just kill him. Like, but nobody's paying attention. Like, he wants to fight so bad? I don't know. If he wants to take me on, that's not gonna break any of the rules, right? Just like a friendly bout that might end with me incapacitating him so that he can't participate anymore. Maybe. Okay, Cryo.
I understand not wanting to fall behind, but rushing ahead risks playing into the opponent's hands. Let's not do anything reckless and think matters through.
This kind of feat is tailor-made for a rational, educated scholar like Kona.
Not that I intend to gratify him with a response, but Bakul Jaja's provocations are hard to ignore. So the Hanhanu also eat the reeds, yet another way in which they differ from the Vanu.
Alphino, my little man. We're just gonna have a moment. Yeah, they are different people. They're different people. So yeah, a lot of the things that they do are gonna be different. Yeah. Yeah, just like how Elzen in different places might have different traditions. just a thought, you know? Just a little thought to sit with, buddy. Love you.
I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Arenville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. The feet of reeds.
Ah! Where did you come from? Where did Chris come from? Up above? No, what?
It's alright, it's okay, it's alright. We don't question the enigma, the mystery.
Ooh, it gets like really wide and open over here.
The diversity of the environment is so good. And again, just like we saw in the first zone, look at how the different tiers in the environments make even a flat sort of plane like this feel as though there's a lot of different, interesting, engaging parts of it. The forest also just feels more like an actual kind of forest now that they can actually put in more foliage and stuff. When you're in the village, it feels like, you know, it's a big village hub. Very cool. The music here is really good too. And there I thought these feats would have us battling diaphenes or similar. Agriculture is a far thornier. Agriculture is a far thornier problem. I see. They irrigate the fields by diverting water from the neighboring river. 'Tis unlikely the reeds ever dry out. Look at these fields! Why, this could be a painting! I know she wants to do her best, but she should be careful not to make promises she cannot keep. You can all stand back! I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time.
Wook, you're gonna need some help with this one, I think.
Give me strength. Let's all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual.
Fields it is! These little platforms are interesting. Like, I wonder, I guess you can just use them to, like, oversee the fields, but I wonder if there's, like, more of a purpose to them. Do you, like, haul reeds up on them to dry? The reeds are wilted and unhealthy. No obvious contaminants, looks fresh and clear. Can I use some white magic? Can I use some of my white magic up in here? Go check. I like the sort of winding pathways between the patties as well. The soil in the patties is as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry or flaky. Got one more back here. Lethargic frog! No, buddy! A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical, it doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. I'm being haunted by the frogs of Baldur's Gate 3 past. In the bog, there is this one frog, and it always feels like there should be something more, like a secret behind it. And you can talk to it and stuff, but I swear, there's something more with that frog. I've thought about it ever since.
Oh, a water strider. A bit sluggish, though.
More of a water shambler. Nice one, Alice. Nailed it.
Not amiss with the patties themselves, as far as I can tell. Any luck?
No. Oh, crowd's all the way over here. All right, Wook, what you got? What have you turned up?
Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries.
Between us all, we have at least one brain cell.
Well, what do you think? Any obvious problems? I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water?
We would need an alchemist to know for certain.
I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers.
It's a good point.
They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there is another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival! This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanhanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So, I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other?
I think the problem is that something is affecting all of the water supply around here, right? That's what the actual problem is. But you know what, Wuklamat? I love the spirit. I love it. You know, I think it's great. Again, initiative and enthusiasm. The two things Wuklamat is great at. Stranger things have happened. Right? I fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Wuklamat needs all the confidence she can get. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuklamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone! By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird. In that big building to the north? Let's go and see it. Arabelle's like, I'm gonna stay here and, like, figure out if something is poisoning the water supply. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. No, okay, he's gonna come too. Alright, alright. Yeah, let's go put on that festival. And figure out what kind of weird soporific is in the water supply. Maybe there's some kind of creature that, like, has taken over wherever the kind of well or like major water sources are, that's kind of dispensing some sort of toxin of some variety into the water. I don't know. Maybe somebody's over here fishing. Yeah, dredge up some. Go ahead and see if you can find some lethargic frogs. They won't try very hard to get away from you. Really like the zone music. I'm gonna be adding this to some playlists. It's really good. What are these? Oh, they're striking zombies.
What are these strange things? Unlike anything I have ever witnessed before.
I also really like these super beautiful, are they blossoming trees that have this like bright orange kind of foliage on them? Oh! They're like, hold on a second. Oh, these have to be based on something real. They're like a weird little seed pod with a tufty bit. Or like, let me get up in here with this graphical resolution. Unbelievable, impeccable. You can see like the little rows of the textures. That's pretty cool. Those are neat. I like those. Again, it seems like they did thorough research on a lot of real plants and like inspiration for foliage, although of course, once again, it's a fantasy, so there's some stuff I'm sure they've taken liberties with. These purple flowers are also pretty, but they're really showing off the range of different types of foliage that they can populate into areas now, and it's so nice. It makes the whole area feel that much more lush.
Look at the size of that thing! I hope they didn't expect me to help carry it. The handles gave me pause before, but now I understand their purpose. I've never been here during festival season, so this is all new to me too. What a charming float! I wonder what bird was the inspiration for its design.
Yeah, maybe there's a specific bird, or maybe it's like the bird people that built it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look.
Inspect the festival float! Oh, I'm ready. It's missing one eye bulb. That's what I've got so far. Missing an eye bulb.
Oh dear! One of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone.
Do we have any plumage that's messed up over here? No. Bedraggled feathers.
These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them.
Oh yeah, this one's kind of, looks like it's been broken.
Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without the carrying poles intact?
So we need to fix this up.
Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it?
What is going on here?
We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such poor state, due to the recent storm, I gather.
Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings, no ihihana.
Ihihana! That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it.
Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined, we're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival?
I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy.
The role of the festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need abokisha from the missing eye, uyipo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of these I know. Abokisha is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and uyuipo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. Those chosen feathers, however... The wind chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants are who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. And that's something of a problem right now. We Hanhanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I'm very curious if the Hanhanu, I mean, they have a parrot-like appearance, but I wonder if there are birds in various regions that, like, replenish direct energy by eating reeds. I feel like it's tickling the back of my mind as something that does exist, which would be really interesting to tie in with them being a bird-like people. And interesting, too, about the expenditure of mana here. I wonder if it's not so much that there's some kind of, like, toxin, but rather that there's something that is, like, draining everybody's mana, or the mana of the plants or animals. I don't know. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you would naturally lack. They are, indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival boat. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. Here, eat these! The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. A secret weapon? No, let me sound smart. I want to sound smart. The float might also function as an arcane device. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus? For what? Oh! Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So, if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effect. That's a really cool way to kind of transcribe the idea of like festivals, rituals, like manifestation kind of practices in a fantasy setting where they literally might be some sort of focus of magical energy or able to literally enervate the land or, you know, like replenish magic in a certain way or at certain times of year. That has my brain going in my imagination, like racing. What other kinds of festivals might have like direct magical effects or certain components in the world that might be of like huge importance, right? That then have different kind of side effects to those like festivals and ceremonies. Wait. The float? A tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanhanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible! I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but the reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes. And I promise, we'll do everything in our power to help you. I am still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to this shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okanu to gather and vie for the winds chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. Mana potions! Look at that, potting outside of raids. It's a Dawntrail miracle. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the boat as best I can. And the responsibility is mine, after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Hanhanu. Nice to meet you, Hanhanu. And certainly, let's all go together. We are making progress now. The solution to Okanu's woes is as good as found. To find myself working alongside the third promise herself is unexpected, to say the least. Thanks to Uklemat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts. Ba-da-da! I wonder what manner of shipwright repairs reed-woven boats. We're making progress now. The solution to Okanu's woes is as good as found. Alright, Hanhanu. The shipwright's name is Wukevu. He's a Zibral who only moved to Kozamauka a few years ago, but he has since mastered our custom to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanhanu greeting.
We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanhanu greeting? Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okbekbe, to the east of here.